It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings, and it's all up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder. Absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. McCarthy flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pushes him over. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. Second and inches.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys he catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Goff on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I'm going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Montgomery is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that.
First down carry by Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake.
McCarthy.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun.
McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Back to throw.
McCarthy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Goff. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Brandon Powell.
.36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
McCarthy.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Off play action.
McCarthy.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Goff now looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, Goff. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, Goff.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones.
62 yards.
And the Lions have taken the lead.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. After the interception, here's Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Goff's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On second down, here's Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams.
12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On 1st and 10, McCarthy being chased out left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing on 1st down, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Now Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, was enough to get them a first down, and it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Second and a couple. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone run. He can explode it. And
you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
On first down, McCarthy. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down, escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, McCarthy completes this to Addison out left. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for you.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll be brought down on the line after a gain of 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's complete to the Porter.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 1 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we're watching make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. That's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is Lions. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Baseman. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Look, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Down the sideline he goes. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison,
96 yards.
and the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And Detroit getting set to go now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for. About the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown.
Jordan Addison
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 4. A minute 37 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Now it's gone. Connects with Peoples-Jones. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They're going to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a timeout coming. Final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Here's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. Take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
All right, one stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen,
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. Let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.